Hey, what's up? What's up? It's Friday. We are back. Another episode of Let's Talk Hoops. I had to improvise today. We are coming to y'all. Let's turn this down so we can chop it up. Hey, we are coming to you live from Las Vegas. I'm down here at Mandalay Bay. Just spent a few days down here. Just nothing major, just kind of hanging out a little bit. So we had to improvise with the music. We got some music going. Common, shout out to one of Luke the South's finest. A little Bud Light Lime. Nice and cold. Not a sunny day in Vegas. A little gloomy outside, but we'll deal with it. But hey, we back again. Told you I'm going to be here every Friday. Dropping episodes before 5. That's the object. That's the goal. That's the objective. That's the goal every week. So, hey, thank y'all for coming back. Let's just jump into it, man. Quiet week. You know, last week we had a little drama with the Nico thing. This week, well, we did get Willie Green got fired. I'm not going to say super quiet. Willie Green for the Pelicans. Pelicans are 2-10. Don't fire that man. This team is not good. Zion, I think this is past, man. I think this is... he'll have to get out of New Orleans, get him out to L.A. Look what it did for Luka. You get lean and mean off that broccoli and cheese. I'm telling you, man, some sushi. Change your diet. You can't be sitting up here trying to hoop, eating jambalaya, po' boy sandwiches, fried catfish, bread pudding. Not good for you, man. Not good for your hoop game. Leads to injuries. So speaking of injuries, that's another hot topic. Giannis is out. Wemby's out. A lot of guys are going down this over the last month of the season, man. A lot of calf strains. People are they say they're being careful because now I think it's kind of conclusive that a calf strain can potentially lead to that Achilles. So they're being very careful. They're being careful with AD. I was listening to, I don't know if you guys listen to Gil and Swaggy and Kenyon Martin. And they brought up, Kenyon said, cats need to get back to drinking Hennessy, staying out all night, eating pork, and partying. We didn't have injuries when we played back then. He might have something. He might be on to something. You know, guys are over healthy, trying to do the right thing. Who knows? Maybe the shoes were better. I don't know. But in any case, definitely a lot of injuries going around in the league. But we'll see. So we talked last week quickly about the platforms and how it's a challenge for a viewer to watch, but apparently it's being overcome. So the latest is that NBA ratings are at a 15-year high for this point in time in the season, which is a great thing. I told you, points are up, guys are scoring, the game is fast. I mean, when we talk about the games of the week, we got to 297. We're going to hit that 300. I'm telling you, we're going to hit 300. So things are happening. So we'll just, we got this next. We're transitioning, right? We're getting superstars. KD's around, Steph's around, Giannis is in between, Bron's on the back end. Funny story about LeBron, another first. So we're getting this transition of superstars, the Hardens and all these guys, but then you got this new group of your SGAs, the Wembys, the Anthony Edwards, right? The Cooper Flags, these young hot rookies, Con Kneppel. Yep, he's a superstar in my book. So you got all these guys coming up, and it's good for the game. The game I personally enjoy the product that they have right now. You're getting a little drama, but just the pace of the game, the quality, the talent, the highlights, you're getting guys getting dunked on. Wemby put Draymond in a blender, just demoralizing dude. So a lot's happening in the league, and I think it's for the good. Like I say, I'm still not a fan of this prime thing. Even Monday night watching the prime football game is bad. But whatever. So anyway, so that was the week. I was talking about Bronny real quick, another first. LeBron went down to the G League, just warm up, whatever. Well, he came up and they sent his son down. So I know that's a first for you to come up and your son get demoted. I know the Griffeys ain't never did that, so that's another first. So shout out to the James family, man. Good for them. So anyway, and no, that's not hate, just a fact. So this week, again, more good games. And the Bulls, the cardiac Bulls, for all my Chicago fans, between the Bears and the Bulls, they're going to give us a heart attack. You know, the Bears are winning these games on these last-minute field goals. The Bulls are winning games on these last-minute Vuk threes. My man Ant got to go see Vuk hit the game winner at Portland. They did it against the Jazz. They beat the Jazz. No, I'm sorry, the Jazz beat them in double overtime, 150 to 147. That was a 297-point game. Easily, we could have hit that 300. And when we hit 300, we ringing the bells and we drinking up. The Bulls beat the Nuggets at a buzzer beater, another one. And then I said they beat Portland. So out of the good games this week, the Bulls were in 3 of them. Spurs and the Warriors, they played twice this week. Warriors beat them twice, 109, 108. After Steph finished off our last week with 46, he came back with 49 and knocked off the Warriors. Or knocked off the Spurs, I mean. And Kuminga's not playing. I think there's still some underlying issues around Kuminga, his level of effort. I heard him and Draymond, some of the veterans called him out on his level of effort. I don't know if the kid's still upset about what went on this summer with his contract negotiations, but nonetheless, he's not playing, but the Warriors are still winning some games. We had another good one, Dallas and Portland. Another overtime game, 138-133. Shaedon Sharpe, he also had a highlight dunk this week. He had 36 in the L, but Dallas still struggling, but they got the win. Cooper Flag dropped 21. Clay got 19 off the bench. Clay has actually been shooting pretty well coming off the bench. So maybe this is his second part to his career. He'll come off the bench and he just can be a gun for hire, man. Just come in shooting. Because the one thing you won't lose as a basketball player, if you can shoot, you're going to always be able to shoot. I've seen guys I watched Allen Houston one time go in the gym. And if you know Allen Houston, he shoot the lights out. He just walked in and hit like 10 in a row. It's automatic. If you can shoot, you can shoot. It's never going away. Never going away. Like Henry Hall, one of the greatest Augustana shooters of all time. Hank, shout out to you. But if I took Hank to the gym right now, Hank would probably knock down 10 in a row. But shooters shoot. Shooters will always be able to shoot. So good week of games as always. We had some points now. Again, talked about the points. Let's see, who went for 40 this week? Steph had 49, 46. Laurie went for 47. Luka had a 41-point game. We had a lot of 36. Cat went for 39. Landry Shamet went for 36 off the bench. Jokic had 36. He had a 36 triple-double. Jaden Duren, happy birthday this week. I think he just turned 22. He had 31 and 15 during the week. And he's a big part of why Detroit is rolling right now. Mikey, I'm giving a lot of shout-outs today, man. Mikey, you get one. The Pistons, man, are rolling. But I got to talk to you about the Pistons because when we get into the teams, they better stay on watch. Because Nike is releasing a Cade Cunningham shoe. And you know when Nike start releasing shoes, you got to continue to win or things going to change real fast. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. So those are your big players for the week. Maxey. Tyrese Maxey dropped 54 last night, man. Efficient 54, like on 25-something shots. And Maxey's a problem, man. He's turned up his game. It's his team, man. I'm not going to say, he reminds me a lot of SGA in the way that he plays. He's not as herky-jerky and getting to the free throw line, but his game is smooth, man, from the perimeter, getting to the rim, scoring easily, mid-range. You know, he can score every way possible. And that's the same way to SGA. So those are your guys. Those are our highlight players of the week. Points, I told you we hit 291. We hit 281 with the Bucks over the Hornets. 5 teams scored over 140 points this past week. With the Jazz scoring 150, the Bulls 147, the Bucks 147, the Knicks 140, the Rockets 140, the Lakers 140. We are going to hit 300 guaranteed. It's too easy. I'm not going to say it's too easy, But guys are scoring very efficiently, and they're scoring efficiently as teams. The pace is up. Could all tie back into the injuries, man. Slow it down. I'm not sure what the answer is, but we're going to get it, and we're going to celebrate. So that was the week. Like I said, kind of quiet, some good games. Not a whole lot of drama, which is good. Not a lot of stories happening right now, but we just got to keep watch because it's coming. We got the Emirates Cup. And then before you know it, we'll be at the Christmas Day, and Christmas Day is going to be great. So we'll have things coming, man. The content may change a little bit from week to week, but we're going to keep the flow, keep it going. So as always, we're going to get out of this, and we might be moving fast today. We'll see. I'm going to head down and play a little Buffalo soon. Our players of, I'm not going to say of the week, but at this point in time, my top 5. And like we always say, I don't want to steal Stephen A and say the list is fluid, but things are going to change. And I got a big change for you this week. Some of you all may agree, some of you all may not agree, but we got some newcomers in for our top 5. And so let's just, without further ado, let's talk about him. And I done got my stuff all out of order. And I apologize. I jumped the gun. I don't want to go there. So let's pause. I don't want to go there just yet. I have my notes in order. I skipped a page. I don't want to go to the top 5. We'll pause there. Take a sip. The top teams in the East. Coming from 5, bottom to top. Coming in at number 5 is Pat Riley and this Miami Heat team, man. This team is just resilient. They made some trades. You got Norman Powell there, man. And right now, no disrespect to Bam, but Norman Powell the best player in the Heat jersey right now. I don't know what the Clippers was thinking, but that's typical Clippers. You trade your best player. Oh, yeah, SGA did play for the Clippers at one point in time, huh? Go figure. And they got a bunch of banged up guys. I should have talked about Harden. Harden had a 40-point triple-double. I missed him. Harden had a great game this week, too. But Norman Powell and Wiggins, Jamie Jaquez. Again, this game is about wings that can score. And you look at what they have with Powell, Wiggs, Jaime, and Bam. This team is solid, man. And they have defenders, and they can defend. And that's the key, and that's why they're number 5 right now. They split with the Knicks and Cavs, so they're not getting blown out. They're competing. So I think Miami's here to stay. Number 4 is Cleveland. And Cleveland is just hanging around right now to get healthy, man. Donovan is doing a lot more than he typically would at this point in the season, but he has to. He has to score. One of my big concerns with them right now is I don't think Mobley, the bigs, they're giving them up, and Jared Allen, I don't think they're giving them enough. The points seem to be the same. Rebounds are down, but they don't seem to be having as big of an impact on the game as I feel they should be. And it's just me. I think with the injuries that they have, these two guys got to take the pressure off of Donovan Mitchell so he doesn't have to carry a load. And I don't think we're seeing that. There should be some type of uptick in their production, and it's not there right now. But nonetheless, Donovan's keeping this team together. They're still afloat. So they're at number 4. Number 3 are the Knicks. So the last week or so, OG Anunoby, he's out now. Brunson's back. I'm still concerned, and I know I say it every week. I'm still concerned about their bench. I know, Landry had a big game, one big game. He had the 30. But I haven't seen, Clarkson's averaging 10 points a game. You got Josh Hart over there. He's coming back. He's getting his health back. But I would think Clarkson, you're not going to get 20 points from Josh Hart, but you're going to get everything else in the stat line from Josh Hart off the bench. And they may have to revisit that. But I would think Clarkson should be 15 to 17 off the bench, man. He's a high-volume scorer, and he's just not having that production right now. Maybe he's just trying to get acclimated, but it's not there. And so the Knicks are almost in the same boat as Cleveland. Brunson is carrying this team. He's back now, and the team is on his shoulder. Cat, solid. I don't know. I've never been 100% sold on Cat, but he has these moments where he looks amazing. He has these moments where he gets in foul trouble, and he's not impactful in the game. So they're the Knicks at 3. Second, surprisingly, they've jumped over a lot of people. They won 5 in a row. So I got Toronto at number 2. And they may or may not stay there. But again, Toronto has this, I think the NBA, there's 2 recipes to winning right now. I think the championship recipe is what OKC has, what the Rockets have. You got to have these twin towers, and the Rockets did it the first time when they had Samson and the big, what's the guy's name? But they had 2 big, with a king, right? So they had 2 bigs. And then Yao Ming came later on down the line. If you have that with wings, that's a great recipe for winning and probably give you a championship. The second part is, I think, to be able to compete in this league and make a difference defensively is to have wings and multiple wings. And right now, that's what Toronto has with B.I., R.J. Barrett. Here's a guy you forget about, R.J. Barrett. I like R.J. Barrett coming out of Duke, man. He was right there with Zion. He never got the accolades, but if you look at his career to Zion, he probably has a better career right now because he's been healthy for the duration. And then you got Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is a monster. He's a man-child. They're giving 60-plus points a game, man, and these guys can defend too. And that's what's carrying them, and they won 5 in a row. I like them. This guy, Darko Rajakovic, another European coach, but they're bringing this style of play, and it's working. Toronto got 5 in a row, so let's keep them on the watch list. Right now, they're number 2. Let's see how it plays out. They're number 1. Between Mikey and Jalen Rose, I don't know who the biggest fan, but the Pistons won 11 in a row, man. We got on Cade for that 45, but he did what he had to do to win the game. They're playing defense. They're at a plus 6.8, I think, their point differential, which is good for the East. It's not even close to the West. The teams in the West are just bigger. I'll tell you about that later. Better, I'm sorry. But Detroit right now is on a run. And again, here's another team. They have athletes, they have wing defenders, and they have guys that can defend. Between Cade and Durham, they're carrying the team, and they're young. This team is very young, and we're watching them grow up and be contenders. So shout out to the Pistons, man. I like what they're doing. Let's see if they can stay in the run. I don't see them going anywhere, especially in the East. I think they can hold on, and they may be a top seed coming out of the East. So let's just keep watching the Pistons right now. But right now, good. Now, what I was saying about why Pistons fans need to be worried. So you know how Nike goes, man. Nike controls a lot. So right now, Cade's a Nike guy. He just got a shoe. So with that being said, he's probably going to be an Olympic team member because it's a Nike squad, right? So all the Nike guys make it because they're the Olympic sponsor. Now, what you also know about Nike, if their players start ending up on losing teams, they'll get moved. Things will happen, right? They're going to put you in the bright lights. Now, I ain't saying K going to end up in L.A. I'm not saying he going to be a Knick. But it's just something we need to keep watch on. As long as Detroit is winning and the Motor City is happy, he's good. But if things go south, because now they're paying him good money, they're releasing shoes, it could make a turn. So we just, again, it's another one. Let's just watch, see where they go. But you heard it here first. Now, let's go to the West Coast. I think we're not seeing a lot of change in our top 5, and we probably won't. I really don't think anyone is going to penetrate this top 5. Now, there may be a lot of fluctuation in between, but I don't think this 5, way it looks now, these are your contenders for the West. So number 5, and I told you I'm giving a lot of shout out to my fans out there. Charles, your Spurs still looking good, still in it. Had a rough week with the Warriors. I mean, Steph dropping 40 on you is kind of hard. My biggest concern with the Spurs right now, one, they miss Harper. I know Dylan Harper's a rookie, but he came in and brought a lot off the bench. Good minutes, very productive. He was averaging 15, 16 a game. They miss that right now. The second thing is Wemby playing great. I'm not going to take nothing away from him. but I need him back around the block, getting points, having a different kind of impact on the game. I love watching him shoot the three. I love watching him put it on the ground, make a move. But when you're playing in the paint, you're getting guys in foul trouble. You're creating things for other guys. Like, the impact you can have on the game is so much different. When you're out there on the wing, it's kind of like a one-on-one type of deal. I want to see him back down in the paint going to work. So hopefully they can figure that out. But the Spurs are at 5. Number 4, and we back. I'm with him. I enjoy watching Luka, man. Luka reminds me of the old Magic days, like Magic with a jump shot. And some of y'all can argue, roll your eyes or whatever. But the way Luka gets up and down, moves, passes, but he just pulls up and he shoot. He doesn't care. He's gonna shoot it off with one leg, lean in, whatever. He's knocking down shots. They are fun to watch right now. We're even getting DeAndre Ayton, and I've been hard on him. I wasn't sold, but I think being able to play with Luka, get pick and roll, easy baskets. He's averaging 16 and 9, but he 3 20-point games in a row. I'll take it. Efficient. Reeves, we got to watch him over the next few games. LeBron's back now. His first game, LeBron was pretty calm. Didn't take a lot of shots. Had his assists. This could be a LeBron that's a 12-point triple-double guy throughout the season. I don't know what we're going to get going forward. We don't need him offensively. And, I'm going to say it. We don't need him for points. I can lead them for the flow. Maybe with a second unit. I don't know what they're going to do, what the answer is. But right now, get out of Luka's way. That's what. Just stay out of Luka's way. And maybe even AR's way. Because these guys are scoring. And you're not bringing nothing defensively. And that's no knock. These guys are young, man. You're playing against dudes. You're playing against your son's kids. Your son can't guard some of these guys. So what do you think you're going to do? It's the facts. I'm sorry. It's just the facts. The game has changed. These guys are older. Like, Russ is a different kind of animal at his age. Russ is different. Steph can't guard these young guys. They hide Steph in offense. It's not too many guys that can do it. Speaking of old guys, Paul George came back, but ain't nothing to talk about, but he's back. So the Lakers, I like where they are now. The Lakers are going to win by points, right? I know everybody win by points, but it's going to be about offense with them. They are not going. They may make stops here and there, but they won't be seen as a team that has a defensive identity at this point in time. Maybe some will change. They make some trades, but right now it's going to be about we're going to outscore you every time we get on court. So that's the Lakers. Number 3, and this is where things get sticky, man. The Rockets are playing great basketball right now. We knew they were. We knew bringing KD in with this team, this group of young guys. You got Stevie Adams, Sengun's a monster. One of the Thompson twins, Amir, he's solid, man. He'll be an all-star. He's going to be around a long time. The guys that are stepping up, Reed and Eason. We were worried about Reed, how he was going to do. Reed Shepard, Tony Eason. They're doing their job. They're stepping up, averaging a little over 11 points a game. All of this is needed till Rockford's finest, till we get Fred VanVleet back. KD is going to do KD, 26 a game, but it's not a hard 26 because he has Sengun right next to him scoring. So Rockets look really good. They won 5 in a row, 9 out of the last 10. The thing with the Rockets is, can they get over number 2 or number 1? Excuse me. Number 2 is Denver. Denver is a joker thing. We know this. But Murray is back being consistent. And Murray's a problem. For any guard in the league, Murray's a damn problem. Sorry, he can score. Period. We still have not gotten Cam into the mix. But during this time, with no Cam, Aaron Gordon's averaging 20 a game. That's 6 more than last. Hey, people forget Aaron Gordon got 10 plus years in the league. He's never averaged 20 a game. Right now, he's averaging 20 a game. So that's over, the first 15 games. So that 30-point show out what he had, great. But still, he's still scoring. And this is helping the load with Joker. 7 games. They won 7 in a row. Then they lost to the Bulls. They probably could be on a 10-game winning streak right now. So they just look good. Joker, MVP type season. We'll talk about more when we talk about our players. Sorry, I jumped the gun earlier. But Denver's coming in number 2 for me. Number 1 is just, I don't even know if there's nothing to talk about. They're 15-1. They easily could be 16-0. One of the greatest starts in NBA history. And if this continues, if we get to Christmas Day and they're at a 1 or 2 or a 2-loss team, you know what's going to start happening, right? We're going to get into that 73-9 season, or can they be the 7? Because the Bulls are still 72-10 with the chip, but the Warriors were 73-9 and didn't get the chip. But we're going to start having that conversation, right? Dort is back. They still don't have Williams. The team is good, man. There's really nothing else to say, but they're just that damn good right now. So remember, going back to I was talking about Detroit is at a plus 6.8 point differential, and that's for those that don't understand. That's offensive. Your average, what you average offensively versus what you allow on the defensive end. Detroit was at 0.68, which leads the East. OKC is at plus 15. Think about that. This is their average margin of victory, 15 points. Denver is 11.5, and the Rockets at 11.5. So not only are these teams scoring, they're defending and making it it's problematic. So that's OKC. They're the best. And really, the top 3 teams in the West, I would probably slide in, if I had to look at it overall in the association, OKC, Denver, and the Rockets are going to be the top 3. I'm going to slide Detroit in there 4, and I'd probably put the Lakers 5. The West is just tough right now. So tough. But that's it for the West. Now, sorry I jumped the gun. For my top 5 players, I told you I had some surprises. So I'm going to give you a number 5 as a former Bull, man. Lauri Markkanen. 31, 47, 40, 35. That's what he did last week. I'll say it again. 31, 47, 40, 35. Now, Utah ain't doing that great. But he putting on the show. He averaging 31 and 6, and he just made up his mind to score. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look up this trade and see what the Bulls got for him. But could you imagine him next to Vooch right now? Ooh, nice. With the young guys with a giddy. But anyway, we could dream. Number 4 is Maxey. And I know it's tough, but the guys in front of Maxey are balling. But Maxey's having a great season. He's 33, 5, and 9. Now, Giannis is out because he's injured. Giannis come back, I'm going to slide him back in. But he's out right now, so you get a pass for the week. I think he might be out a week or so. 54 the other night. He went for 54, 24, 39, 31. Like I said, he's playing like SGA. He's getting to the line. He's doing it from the free throw line, 3-point line, shooting a 50% clip from the 2. Solid. Number 3, I told you my notes, man. I'm glancing. I was all over the place right now, down the sports book chilling. Luka is leading the league in scoring, and I have him at 3, and that's kind of hard. But the top 1 and 2 are justifiable. Luka's put up 40 4 times this season. He's only scored less than 20 once. Is this going to continue? Yes. I don't see him stopping right now, man. Luka looks good, barring all injuries. And I think this is the Lakers will go as far as Luka can take them. And if everybody gets aboard the Luka train and ride with him, the Lakers could go far in the playoffs. I'm going to say it now. I haven't said anything about the Lakers in a long time. But this is the guy that's going to be able to carry them. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. I know we got LeBron at a different point in time in his career. They had AD. But it's been a long time since you've had a guy that can score, since God bless Kobe Bean Bryant. That we had a guy that can come in and just flat out score and put a team on his back. And that's what Luka's doing right now. And that's the difference. You take Luka off this team, they're not good at all. They're terrible. AR might get his points, but that's it. He's making Jackson Hayes look good. He's making Ayton look good. So Luka's at 3. And it's not much to say about, and I know we argue about this, but I got SGA at 2. And maybe I'm putting him at 2 just because it would be so easy to put him at 1. I'm scared that as fans of the game, we might get to a point where we don't appreciate SGA's greatness. And the reason I say that is because he makes it look so easy. Like, Kobe worked at scoring. You could see it. There were times when, he would have to work to get that 30 or 40. SGA is just easy, man. It's just smooth. His game is so smooth. And I don't have much to say about him. Like, he 32, 5, and 6. He's almost at that 50, 40, 90 range for shooting. So he easily could end up being back-to-back MVPs. Despite what I'm putting him at number 1 now just because he's leading in rebounds, assists, and he averaging 29, man. He got 3 triple-doubles in a row. Even he almost had a quadruple-double because he had 9 turnovers. We're also witnessing greatness with the Joker, and I don't want us to be unappreciative the same way we did when Russ did it. Because when you think about it, both of these guys have no business averaging triple-doubles. This is a center leading the league in assists. Russ was a guard, tops in rebounding. Like, they had no business doing what they do. Let's not call it stat padding. Like, the offense runs through Joker. He makes everything goes. You take him out, the ball doesn't move as well. So that's why I have him at number 1. I just think what he's doing right now is remarkable. So Joker's at 1. So that's your top 5. Joker, SGA, Luka, Maxey, and then I welcome Laurie to the club. Donovan Mitchell was sitting on the outside. I was so close to putting Donovan at 5, but Laurie had a couple of 40 balls this weekend, and that's just kind of tough to beat, man. So there you go. Now, we're almost closing out. I got a few more things we're going to talk about. My rookies. Again, rookies are not changing. Outside of Harper being hurt, I think this rookie group is pretty solid, man. Kneppel, VJ, Coop, Fears, Cedric Coward. Coward's number 5. Playing great. He's had some double-doubles, shooting 50% from the field, averaging 14. Just on a bad team, man. Memphis is a mess. Same with Jeremiah. I said Jeremy. That's his brother. Jeremiah Fears, averaging 15. His team's just bad, man. But he's getting his minutes. He's playing well. He's not shooting poorly. He's also shooting good percentages from the free throw line of field. Just on a bad team, man. I hate to see it. The next 3 guys, Cooper's number 3 right now, man, and I think he's getting cheated out. What he could probably average 20 a game easily in Dallas, but that's not his role right now. Primary ball handler, and he's doing a good job, man. It's probably going to help him in the long run. If you think about it, if whatever that team does, he ends up playing that Scotty type role, but he's more of a scorer too. It's going to help his game. Like, he can see more. It's good for him, but it might not be good for his rookie of the year case. VJ, he's kind of come down to earth. Not a bad thing. He's still solid now. He's averaging 16 a game. He's 50. What is he? 16, 6, and 4. And actually, all of them, Kneppel, VJ, and Coop, they all about 6 rebounds a game, 3 to 4 assists a game, 15 to 16, except for Kneppel. But VJ will be fine. Great career. Looks real good. I want to see him probably score a little bit more if it's possible with what they have. And then my guy Kneppel, man, I'm just a fan, man. I'm just a fan. I heard that when they went up to Milwaukee, he's a Milwaukee guy, the family invited the team over, and they had dinner at the Kneppel house, which is cool. So I'm sure it was a lot of hoop talking. He got a lot of younger brothers. The dad's a 3-on-3 guy. So it was probably a great time, man. So shout out to the fam, man. But Kneppel, so here's the thing with him. He's got the green light. Again, not a great team down there in Charlotte with LaMelo, but he got the green light. He's shooting about 7, 8 threes a game. He's averaging 18, but he's shooting 40% from the three-point line. So it's not like he's just chucking them. He's making them too. But I like him. Yeah, I liked him at Duke. Again, I'm like him. Right now, he's the lead, right? He's averaging 18 a game. He might be your rookie of the year. So there are rookies, man. Not a lot of change. Oh, Ace Bailey. This guy may be one of the ones, the enigma, that we just have to figure out who is this guy. What is he going to be about? Not consistent right now, and I don't know what goes on in Utah. I don't watch him a lot. But he has dropped 20. Last week or so, he had two 20-point games. But then he also throw in a 6 or 7-point game. So consistency just might be his thing right now. He figures that out, he'll be fine. So that's it, y'all. We're going to talk about this Emirates Cup real quick. I'm going to give you a play. We're going to wrap it up for the week. We got the Emirates Cup tonight. So I told you we'll talk about it a little bit. Big games tonight. We got the Nuggets Rockets. That's going to be huge. We got the Heat and the Bulls. And we got the Warriors and Blazers. So those are the big, good games for tonight. There's a bunch of games going, but those are the 3 to watch. So now in what we have as far as the standings. In the East, Toronto leads the Group A. They're 2-0. In Group B, Detroit and Orlando are 2-0. So that ought to be good. In Group C, the Bucks are 2-0, but Giannis is out, so I don't know if they'll be able to hold on to that. The West, definitely going to change. Minnesota's 2-0, but OKC has only played 1 game. They're 1-0. The Lakers are 2-0, might hold on in Group B. I don't know how Group C ended up this way. All these teams are 1-1. Denver, Houston, the Spurs, Portland, and the Warriors. That's probably the toughest group in the whole cup. That group is tough. So one of these teams is going to win. That's probably where your wild card team is going to come out of that group. You probably need 2 to come out of there, but one of the wild cards is going to come out of that group. It's the only way it could happen. So that's your Emirates Cup. Lock in tonight. It'll be on. So what's tonight? Friday. Tonight is a Prime Video night. If you got League Pass, you'll catch them on League Pass. You'll catch whatever you have on your local channels. And then here's your play for the night. So I'm using this week. I did MGM Graham while I'm down here. Michael Porter Jr. over 25. He been killing, man. He's just scoring points, man. He averaging like 24 a game. Giddey, I had him he was set at 39.5. I'm taking the under on that. KD over 25 plus. The Joker, and I'm sorry, let me be clear on that. MPJ is points. Giddey is PRA. KD is points, 25 plus. The Joker, I got a PRA at 51.5. I'm taking the over. This is a big game between them, so it's going to be a lot of points tonight. I wanted to add, and I jumped the gun. I was moving too fast. Amen Thompson, his PRA was set at 28.5. Take the under. So if you take the bet without Amen, you should have probably plus 1,000. If you add him, you might get up to plus 1,300. So there you go. That's your plays for the day. That's your show. Hey, thank you all. I'm about to go. I think I'm going to run, play a little Buffalo, see where we at today. But thank you as always. Happy Friday. Enjoy. I appreciate you. Again, like and subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Hey, God bless. Have a great weekend. We'll figure out Thanksgiving. Probably come to you all Thanksgiving. It'll be Friday. Belly's full. But until then, have a great Thanksgiving with you and your families, man. Much love. Peace.